So let's look at what we've done before. We've talked about this where we had -4 plus 2 minus 5 minus 7. And remember we put a circle around this, or a parentheses, and a parentheses around this one and then added a plus sign, and a parentheses around that one and put in a plus sign, and then added them. So we had -4 plus 2 is -2, -2 plus -5 is -7, and -7 plus -7 would be -14. Remember that? Now the goal is to get to the point within a few weeks where you don't need any of these extra things, but right now it's a really, really good idea, and it's a necessary idea that you follow through with following these very carefully. The book does a great job, and I'm going to give you some more, and between the two of us we ought to have things well down for you to do. So this is what we're talking about. We have the opposite of -6 minus the opposite of -5 minus a +7 plus a -2. When you've got things that are complicated like that, the book tells us, do you have a question, Emma?
How do you tell the difference between the opposite signs and the subtract signs?
They're the same thing. Okay. What the book wants us to do, and I think is probably the most sound and stable way of doing this, is we put a circle around everything including that negative sign. Then we put a circle around everything here including that negative sign, but we need something between them, and that's where we put the plus. We put a circle around everything here including that negative sign, and that's where we put the plus. We already have the plus there, so we only need to circle this one. Georgia Lee?
Sorry, this is a silly question, but what lesson is this?
Oh, it's lesson 79.
Okay.
All right, so now then, we're doing what you were asking about, Emma. We've got the opposite of -6. What is the opposite of -6? 6. There's the plus sign. The opposite of -5. Right? Plus, there's the plus sign. The opposite of 7. Plus -2. You add these with me, okay? 6 plus 5 is plus -7.
4.
Okay, plus -2.
2.
Okay, let's look at another one. This one gets a little more complicated yet. This says the opposite of -1 plus, and then we have a bracket. Remember that symbols of inclusion have to be taken care of. And it says plus a -6. Plus, we have another bracket, plus a -9. Okay? Where are we going to put the first circle? Ready?
Around -1.
Right here, right? Okay. Now, what about this next one? What do you think, Thomas?
Just circle -6.
We could do that, yes. Because we've got 2 plus signs here. But since we've got the brackets, we probably are supposed to do the whole thing. Okay? And then what would we do here? Circle what? This whole thing, right? Okay, what's the opposite of -1?
1.
Okay. Plus. Okay, now, this says plus -7. What is that?
Plus -6.
Or -6. What's plus -6? What is it, Thomas?
What's the opposite of 6?
Which is?
-6, which is 6.
Okay, so this is actually, we're gonna add a -6, right?
Wait, I'm confused.
Let's get through and then we'll go back and take the question, okay? Plus, what are we gonna add here?
My -9.
-9, okay? So you're gonna have 1 plus -6 is
-5.
plus -9.
-14.
I think your confusion, Georgia Lee, is what does this mean plus a -6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it just means we're adding -6. Remember when we did this the other day where we had, type thing,
Mhm.
and we were trying to decide what it was gonna be? That's really what this is. You've got plus and a negative that actually means a negative,
Okay.
and so then that would be -6,
Okay.
okay? All right, now you guys do this one. Okay. Minus a -8 plus a -7 plus 7 plus a -2 this is silly, plus a -6. What do you have circles around, Elijah? Why did you put a circle around? Right here?
Yeah.
Have any more? Everybody agree with you? Kind of a silly problem, wasn't it? Okay, so what is the opposite of -8? So we have 8 plus -7 plus 7 plus -2 plus -6. All right, we ready to add? Promise you have a question.
So every time that your circle is when it's saying negative on negative.
When there isn't already a plus sign. Okay, so let's go. 8 plus -7
1.
plus 7
8.
plus -2
6.
plus -6.
0.
Oh, don't you like that answer? Okay,